Can I have an order from those ones?
Right, Honorable.
Honorable Magogo, just a minute before you make your statement, can the minister lay on table my gift, the gift of Parliament, not mine?
Madam Speaker, I would have loved my brother Salongo.
There are two. One will be laid by you and one will be laid by Salongo.
So I want my brother Salongo to decide which one is going to lay. So,
Madam Speaker, you lay the t-shirt because you're not a ball person.
Madam Speaker, allow me officially open up this t-shirt, which was, and it is going to go on record, as a replica jersey, which our national team, the Uganda Cranes, used during the Chan Tournament 2024. Can I request that this picture is taken, Salongo, come closer. There's a reason why I want him to come closer. So, Madam Speaker, I beg to lay on table a yellow jersey for the Uganda national team. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. I beg to lay.
Thank you. Thank you. No, that was our official jersey, yellow. Yes, Honorable Engineer.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
May I also... members, it is only football that brings everybody together. Irrespective of politics, religion, we are all one when it comes to Uganda Cranes.
Right, Honorable Speaker, may I also take this opportunity to lay on table the Zakayo ball. Yeah, that's the official name, Zakayo. And under the brand Janzi, which is owned by the Federation of Uganda Football Association. I beg to lay.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's lay.
Right, Honorable Speaker and dear members of Parliament, I would like to add my voice to the Minister in thanking His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for the support. Because when we mooted this idea of hosting Chan and AFCON, we went to him, and within a blink he accepted to do two roles for us. First of all, to align all the government apparatus to support the bid, but also to talk to the presidents of the other sister countries to buy into the project. He did not only do that, but he also engaged the CAF president in various calls and meetings to ensure that Pamoja, as we called it, was awarded the rights to host AFCON 2027 and consequently Chan 2024. I also joined the Minister to thank the First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports, and I'm very sure that by the end of this tournament she has learned a lot about football, the terminologies and the meetings she has shared. For us as football, it is advocacy done very well, to the extent that shared meetings, including Christmas time, to ensure that things are done well. Not only sharing meetings, not only guidance, but also attendance to the matches and also prayers. Instead of thanking, I also thank the Honorable Minister of State for Sports for his personal effort. We had so many meetings, sometimes getting home extremely late to ensure that the facilities are ready, and he did not tire to ensure that all doors of the different government offices are opened. Thank you so much, the Honorable Minister. I also take the opportunity to thank yourself, Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament of Uganda, in your capacity as the Speaker, but also in your personal capacity, because on a number of occasions we needed you, especially to bridge to the CAF president, sometimes to the president, and you are very available. You also did not stop at that, but you checked on the team and gave them encouraging words, and of course delivering that wonderful message of the 1.2 billion Uganda shillings per win that motivated the players for the kind of performance that we achieved. We also thank the Deputy Speaker because he was engaged. He led the team that went to present the bid. It wasn't easy, but with his support and presence, we were able to pull off the bid. Right, Honourable Speaker and members of Parliament, I want to use this opportunity to thank the members of Parliament for your support that you have given us as the House, because whatever we have presented here, whatever we brought here, was passed without any question. Thank you so much. And all I can say is that may the Almighty God help you come back to the 12th Parliament of Uganda. At this moment, I also want to thank the CAFU president, because personally he did a lot to ensure that East Africa, because East Africa was not ready. It was going to be the first time for us to host, but it needed his personal effort to appreciate that we are part of Africa. And indeed, at the end of the day, like it has been mentioned, CHAN 2024 has come out to be one of the most and best organized CHAN competitions in the history of CAF. The staff and the other members of CAF, we thank them, but I also want to take the opportunity to thank the local organizing committee chaired by the Minister of Education and Sports, the First Lady, for the work done to organize the event. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the security agencies, particularly SFC, for the support they gave, because for the third time at our events, there was free access without any hassle at the entrances, and the Ugandans are very, very happy for the support that was provided. Right, Honourable Speaker and members, this brings a challenge that the moment the CHAN competition was finished and we went back to organizing other competitions, we went back to our usual organizations where we use particularly the Uganda Police to be able to provide security. And we have gone back to challenges where fans struggle to access the stadium. I want to use this opportunity to call upon the respective offices to ensure that we need the support for Ugandans to be able to access the stadium and to be able to go and reach home with their property without them being attacked on their way going back home. Right, Honourable Speaker, I take this opportunity to thank the FUFA executive and the staff for the work they have done. That we do not get here by chance. We have gotten here by a lot of planning and a lot of hard work. And please, we need to respect the work they have done and thank them, because without them, some of these innovations may not have seen light. I also want to thank the coaches, Coach Mole Biekwaso, and the entire coaching staff supported by our supervising coach, Mr. Paul Put, for the work you've done. The Ugandans are now very happy with the style and the quality of football that the team is exhibiting. It's very entertaining. We really want to take this opportunity to thank you so much. I remember in the beginning, it was a slow start when we lost to Algeria, and the head coach had very many questions to answer, but we continue to say that we will do well going forward, and we were able to turn around the wheel, and today we are being recognized and thanked by the Parliament of Uganda. Right, Honourable Speaker, I want to thank the players, the gallant players, who fought for the country, who fought for the badge, who fought for the flag. I think we need a big round of applause for the players, particularly because they are the soldiers who go on the front line. They are the ones who score the goals. They are the ones who give us the kind of happiness that we received. Right, Honourable Speaker, it will be unfair for me to conclude without thanking the fans of the Uganda Cranes. Another big round of applause. The fans of the Uganda Cranes, stand up. The fans of the Uganda Cranes, may we give them a standing ovation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to...
Honorable Magogo, when you're in this house, it is only me who has powers to tell anybody to stand up. So
Right,
you
Honorable
do not
Speaker,
have those powers.
I've not borrowed your powers, and but it's excitement of what the fans did, because we had full house for all the matches that Uganda Cranes played in Mandela National Stadium.
Including the First Lady.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I also want to take this opportunity to inform the August House and the entire country that this is the highest level that this team has reached. And some of the players who have performed very well in this team, this is a team composed of players who are playing in the domestic competitions in the clubs that are domiciled in Uganda. But some of these players, as we speak, out of their performance from Chan, have gone on to be part of the senior national team, the Uganda Cranes, and have also delivered and performed. The 2 goals we scored against Somalia in the World Cup qualifiers were scored by players from Chan, and that's Jude Semugabi, who is in the house today, and Alan Okello, who is also in the house today. It means that this was a successful competition, because the objective of this competition is to give the home-based boys an opportunity to be able to be seen and also to be considered for the senior team when our players playing outside the country eventually come to play for the team. Right, I want to conclude by raising an issue that these players come from clubs. When we invite them to the national team, where they have grown up, where they have been identified, where they live every day, is within the football clubs in the country. Today, as we speak, club football in Uganda does not have the financial resource required to ensure that these players are fed well, are trained well, sleep well, and get motivated well. What happens is that the countries we compete with on the African continent, this competition like Algeria, Ethiopia, and others, their respective governments are directly funding and supporting these clubs for them to be able to finance and fund these boys so that by the time they come to the competition, they are ready to compete on a leveled ground. We lost some of our key players who would have been part of this team just before the competition because they had to join leagues outside Uganda for them to make a living. And they were joining leagues. For example, Denso Medi went to Rwanda. Denso Uganda also went to Rwanda because the clubs there supported by the state are paying much higher than the Ugandan clubs. It is therefore important that before we see these players in the senior national team and we call them our boys and we ask where they are sleeping and we make them ours, we should understand that there is work which is supposed to be done in the clubs, and these clubs are being run by private sector people using their personal resources, many of them, and indeed as a country, if we are to go and compete and qualify even to bigger competitions, we need to support the sector